exciting ever. We just came over the pass and now we're on La Houve side. The road goes over the pass, 4,500 meters or so. No worries for us, we are well acclimatized these days. And look at these mountains.
Who's got it better than us right now, huh?
No one.
No one.
We got the best of all. We're warm, dry, we're in a cave.
We're in a cave, we got 2 dogs.
Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock. We just woke up in our cave. It was a very quiet night. No bears, no wolves. I actually had a good night. And it's so nice to wake up in the fresh air. Did you have a good night?
It was a little cold. If this little windbreaker thing wasn't up, it was making quite a racket. But when I took it down, then my legs were frozen. So I had to put it back up and put another layer on my legs.
Yep. I was pretty warm, but that was because Sophie was my windbreaker.
You're welcome.
And this is our view this morning. Snow-capped mountains in the distance. Blue sky. And today we'll make our way up to base camp, to the pass. I am panting because I just walked up this glacier here just to get this view. It's absolutely amazing, very extraordinary to be here. We're camping down below and I climbed almost as high as the pass we're going to climb tomorrow because it's not very high. Hunter Pass, it's about 4,300 or so. So a nice little excursion on the side, and the weather is very good. And I have the impression not many people have been here. And that feels very good. I saw some sign of animal, maybe taha, just footprints. And yeah, I'm going to see if I get a little bit closer. I can't get enough of these mountains. I just heard a big avalanche coming down. It's like thunder, it's unbelievable. This is what they call cornices. That's like snow that is about to fall down. And if the temperature is high enough, it will fall down and that can create an avalanche. And that is the reason why we leave very early to go over the pass to avoid avalanches, because it's temperature regulated. So the warmer it is, the more snow will come down. And the snow get very slushy and soft, and it's very slow going.
All right, Miriam, we were talking the other day about society and your thoughts on it. What do you think is the most messed up thing about it?
The strangest thing about society?
Yeah.
You mean like city life, right?
Yeah, sure.
I think the self-destructive element of it. like on a personal level, that people rest too little. You know, why not sleep more? Why not eat better? Like, and addictions like alcoholism. Why is the self-destructive nature inherent in modern humans? I wonder. And also, of course, on a global level, why do we destroy our very place that we're living in? It's really strange to me. I really wonder about this. And fuck if I have the answer. No idea.
So with regards to your training, can you share a bit about what that looked like and how that feels like it compares to what you've experienced out here?
Yeah, I did a lot of shopping down the bottom of our mountain, and I walked uphill with a heavy backpack. Sometimes I weighed it, was like 35 kilos, 70 pounds. Mm-hmm. And I think that was really good training. I see the benefits of that. I also did some running. I'm not sure if that was completely necessary for my case, for other people maybe. But one really good thing that my friend Bart Benema suggested to me is to run 100 meters uphill as fast as you can and then just walk back and do that 5 times. You feel like your lungs are bursting. So I think that those 2 things, walking with a heavy backpack up and down, and those little sprints were really good. And also one thing we would naturally do anyway is go off trail, just for balance sake, and especially with a heavy backpack. So I put stones in my backpack and I went off trail, and I think that's really good for the balance. And I normally do anyway, I've been doing it for years, some core strength exercises like push-ups and other little exercises you can do just in your living room. So I would recommend doing that.
How much gym equipment do you own?
Gym equipment? None at all, but I did put a stick on 2 pieces of rope and I did my pull-ups on that.
So to the people who say they don't have a gym at home so they can't work out, what do you say?
You absolutely don't need a gym. No, totally overrated. Waste of money. Don't need to do that. It is early October. We're on 4,000 meters and I'm sleeping under a rock. Let's have a look. This is my roof tonight. And Sophia's sleeping in a tent just over there. She can hear me. And it's already so cold. I wonder if I will survive here. But I want to test the gear. I want to see if I can do it. And I've got a little mouse here, lives somewhere in the stones over there. I hope it's not going to run over my face in the night. Yeah, very curious how it goes. If I get too cold, obviously, I will just go into the tent. That's the tent is like a 3-season tent, but it keeps the wind out, and I think that saves a lot of warmth. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Milky Way. There will be many stars tonight. It's very clear and very frosty. All right then, good night. Well, I survived the night. I was warm enough. I had everything zipped up. My sleeping bag completely only open to here. And this was completely, made small, and I could only have a little breathing hole through my nose. That kept me warm. I think it was very cold, probably minus 10 Celsius. But just warm enough. The only thing that bothered me was this moss. Seems to scutter around, certainly not quiet. And I was afraid that it would come into my sleeping bag for a bit of warmth. But no, it didn't. And the most beautiful thing was to look out over the stars in the night. And then this sunrise. This is liquid ice. It's so painful. And then bare feet on those sharp rocks. Sure is. Look, even the sand is frozen. This was one of the coldest river crossings I've done. Maybe because it was early in the morning and it's like -10 Celsius still. But wow, this is cold. This little fucker don't look like much, but boy, give my feet some pain. Yeah, luckily it wasn't too bad. I mean, too deep or too long. Right, ready for the pass now. This is a steep climb up to the pass, Hunter Pass, 4,250 meters or so. Here's the view. One side, we came down there. There's our rock. They camped under, and there's the view the other way. Very quiet, and the sky is blue. Hunter Pass on a quiet and wind-still day. And down there is Manali. We've seen those things on the trail. I think loads of people eat them. I think it's a good source of sugar to get up. Not for people like me, my sugar level goes up and then crashes down, so this is no good for me. But what I want to say is they're super dangerous. You know why? Because you suck on them, and then you might make one wrong move, and automatically when you get a little fried, you go, and then the thing goes up in your throat, and you die.
No, I'd give you the Heimlich.
So be careful. Or you put them like a hamster in your cheek. So make sure it don't go into your throat, because that would be a nasty accident. Well, this is the Manali side. Looks pretty barren to me. No doubt there's more trees down the bottom. And here we say goodbye to the ice.
Bye, ice.
Well, today we came over a Hunter Pass. Really beautiful walk. The pass was 4,250 or so, not very high. And consequently there's loads more other people, all these tramping clubs coming by. There's two groups with guides and donkeys, foreigners as well as local people. There's also a lot more trash, like look at this. Yeah. The sole of the shoes came off, and what to do? Well, just leave it behind. And so there's a lot of this sort of trash all around. Shoes, a lot of shoes, and little straps in there from the backpack, as well as wrappers from candies and lollies. Yeah, you wouldn't think there's much effort carrying all the shit out that you got in. But yeah, but this is extraordinary, and I'm very happy to see the very first trees here on this ridge. A bit hard to get at, but we do our best to light a fire tonight and make a cup of tea. And Sophie is going to the other side, army style, backpack and all. Sure hope that gear doesn't fall out of the pack. Jesus Christ. There's a fast flowing river. She's in for it. She got some guts, this lady. More! 2 meters! Holy shit, I don't know if I can do that.
Keep going. Give me 5 more pulls and you're very comfortably there. Woo! You're good, you're good. Just let go of your legs. There you are. Woo! Nice.
Yeah, I saw Sophie going over and I was really nervous. If she had done it first, I don't know what I would have done. I think I would have walked up the river and found another way to cross. Not sure if I would have done it without Sophie showing me how to do it. And definitely been the most scary part of the trip, for sure. But I'm so glad we did it.
हर हर महादेव शिव शंकर 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 हर हर नमो नमो शिव ओंकारा हर हर नमो नमो शिव ओंकारा हर हर नमो नमो शिव ओंकारा तंत्र शिव ही मंत्र सबके पालनहारा तीनों लोक शिव ही स्वामी जग के सिरजनहारा हाँ शिव ही तंत्र शिव ही मंत्र सबके पालनहारा.
We found a really cool spot far away from the trek. We are on top of a huge rock and tonight we're going to sleep here. Just with a sleeping bag, because compared to what we've been through, this is warm. We don't need a mat, we don't need a tent. And there's a huge rock wall, and down there is the valley. Well, we survived the night. It was amazing to just sleep on the ground and to realize that we're sleeping on top of roots of all these trees, these massive trees around us. And waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it was like, wow, the whole world is coming alive. These cicadas started up, birds started up, and then slowly the sky turns light. It's a miracle. And it's so nice to sleep without a mat, because I can just move wherever. I can roll in any direction. And waking up here feels like we're in a living world. Contrary to waking up in a building, or even in a tent for that matter, it feels so cut off from the world. No wonder we sort of feel more dead and dull, humanity in general, after some time, because we're cut off from the living elements. I think it's very, very important to sleep without a tent and without a mat on the ground sometimes. At least one night a year, surely. Well, on this trip, some fires were very hard to light, but this one was very, very easy. Got a little tripod going, getting our tea ready, and there's just wood everywhere. Just grab around where you're sitting and you got wood. It's fantastic, nice and dry. Beautiful time of the year to be on this Manali site, this big forest. One of the things I do have a lot of experience with is river crossing. I probably crossed 1 million rivers in New Zealand. We're crossing them all the time. So the first thing is to ascertain whether you can cross. And the thing you can read in books is if you throw a stick in the river and it goes faster than walking pace, it's too fast. Don't cross. Just pitch your tent and wait. The river will come down. If you're high in the mountains, go upstream, because further up the river will be lower. Sometimes you have to walk for an hour. So don't hesitate to do that. Don't cross. River crossing in New Zealand is called the New Zealand death. It's because so many people have died doing it. Anyway, if you're in a group, you can hook together and use ropes or whatever. But I'm never in a group and I always use sticks. Preferably sticks that are the same height as yourself, right? This one is a little short. Okay, I'm gonna go into the river and face upstream and move the sticks into the river. If the stones underneath my feet are rolling, bad sign, get out. It's too fast. And what I experienced myself is always choose the lowest spot. If your foot is in the lowest spot, it cannot slip anywhere. If you see white, it means it's going fast. If you see clear water, it means it's deep. So right now, I'm choosing the clear water. It's a little deeper, but at least I won't get swept away. We found this all right spot. It's very slopey, but it's so nice. Underneath these leaf trees and a couple of pine trees, close to the creek. River behind us is a creek. So what I'm doing now is spend half an hour or so leveling it out, and then it will be quite good. It's well worth doing a bit of work for a good night's sleep. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Hare Shiva, Shiva. Yeah, what I learned today is that there is the real world, the natural world, and the artificial one, the copied one, the hyper reality, which is the human world. For example, here is a tree, and if you have a painting of that tree, it is effectively real, but it's a copy of the real, right? And the more you are entangled in that illusionary world, I think the more unhappiness you create, and the more dull you become, and the more slow death you are experiencing. So I would say spend as much time as you can out in the real world and take your time to just look at the beauty. Our last cup of tea on Hamta Pass track. We're all packed. Sun is coming up and we're just looking at this incredible beauty out here. Peace and quiet. And these were our protectors.